remember that for everybody we meet, you never know when that 3-day window is going to open. I'm Eric Hollenbeck. Welcome to Tales from the Ox. Hi, folks. It's a new year, and I was going to say I wanted to tell you a New Year story. Viviana, my wife, said that I had to tell this story. So if you like the story, you have me to praise, and if you don't like the story, you have Viviana to blame. No, I'm kidding. So this is something it's a story. It's actually two stories in one. It's a story I have told for the last 21 years we've had a school here. And I tell every instructor that we have this story. And this is the way it was told to me. There was a little girl, terrible little girl. I mean, really terrible little girl. She did everything wrong. She stole. She ran away. She didn't go to school. She on and on and on. Anything you can make up, this girl did. Swore like a trooper. So one day, she's walking down the street, and she's 19 years old. And she comes by a storefront with a sign on it. Said, come on and get your high school diploma. So she walked in, and the lady behind the counter said, how you doing, sweetie? She said, I don't know, I just saw your sign. And the lady said, look, sit down. Here's the test. It's really easy. Piece of cake. You'll be done in no time. She took her test. She passed the test so high, my friends, that the lady said, look, sweetie, you ain't got nothing to do today. What are you doing? You ain't got nothing to do. Just for kicks, just for giggles and grins, why don't you take this college entrance exam? She passed it so high that she was awarded a week later a complete scholarship, including housing. She didn't have housing. She's on the street, including food and meals, a complete scholarship. Well, it's a big deal. She accepts it. Now she has to figure out, what is she going to do with this? What's she going to do with this scholarship that she has? And she decided to become an attorney for kids. She worked her own way through college, through law school, whatever that is. She worked her way through all of that stuff in something like 4.5 years. And she passed the bar on her very first try. Well, it was hard. You have to understand, it was really hard for her. And the carrot that she kept holding out in front of herself was that in her growing up, there was one family, foster family, that she stayed with, and she felt that they changed her life. And she was going to go look them up. So when she passed her bar, that's exactly what she did. And she went and looked this family up. And mom and the dad are standing there. She's talking to them. And telling them what a guiding light they were, and how we ate dinner together. All of us had a table, and how we would talk about things, and it was the guiding light of her life. The mom nodded the whole time, big smile on her face. And finally at the end, the mom said, "You know how long you were here, dearie?" And she said, "No, I don't remember. We ate dinner together, and we talked about stuff, and we did all these things." She had this whole litany of things that we did, and I remember all of them. "You were here 3 days, sweetheart. You ran away on the third day." The point of the story is for the instructors here and out there, you never know when that 3-day window is going to open, ever. You don't know. You got to just keep banging on the door. Okay, the story should stop right there. But this is a story Viviana wanted me to tell you to start the new year right. I was up getting gas 4 or 5 days ago, and a crew cab pickup. You guys know the crew cabs. Great big crew cab pulls up into the gas station. All these guys pile out and go into the little store thing, and the driver lags behind. I can see him out of the corner of my eye. There's no big deal. He gets out of the truck and he comes up to me at the gas station. He says, "Are you Eric Hollenbeck?" "Yes, I am." He said, "I want to tell you something." He said, "When I was growing up, I was in trouble. And the court sent me down to Blue Ox for 3 days. And I worked around you and with you for 3 days. And on the third day, my probation officer came down. And you said to him, 'You take care of this young man. This is a great young man. He is really terrific. He's going to go places in his life. You take care of him.' He said, 'You were the first adult in my life to stand up to the plate and stick up for me. You were the very, very first one.' And he said, 'Look at me now. I'm foreman of this crew. We work on right-of-ways. We're a right-of-way crew for Caltrans and for PG&E, our local power company, and landowners. And I've been that for 4.5 years now. I've been foreman. Now, come on, Ben, I ain't the sharpest chisel in the drawer. But for him to say 3 days, and the story that I've been saying for 20 years, 3 days, even somebody as dull as me gets that connection. So that's my New Year's story. Remember that for everybody we meet, you never know when that 3-day window is going to open. You just don't know. Have a great year, folks.